Absolutely. Now, we did reach Wembley, of course, in November for the FA Cup final. You've reached 2 FA Cup finals with Everton. You'd love to get there again and go all the way, wouldn't you?
I mean, third time lucky to get into the final. Yeah, obviously we had a fantastic run last year getting to Wembley, and after that game we said straight away that we want to get back there as quick as possible, and obviously that starts today here against Durham, and it'll be a tough test today. Durham are a great side. I've played them plenty of times in the past, and they've got players that have been at the club for a long time, so they've got experience of playing together, so it'll be a tough test today, but looking to get back to Wembley as quick as possible, and here we go today.
Absolutely, and also, the FA Cup massive, but we're also looking to finish the league season strongly, aren't we? And we played Villa in the last game, 3-1, that finish. What did you make of the girls' performance that day as well?
Yeah, it was another great professional performance from the girls. It was following the 5-0 win away at Brighton, which I thought was a fantastic result. We're in a little bit of form again in the league, and I think the girls will have been a bit disappointed to concede late on against Aston Villa. Would have liked to have kept a clean sheet there, but it was another professional performance, and as you say, we just want to finish the league strongly and finish with as many points as we can.
Definitely. Well, to get you in the mood for this one in the FA Cup versus Durham, here is a throwback to when we beat Villa 3-1.
Here is Ingrid Movold, who has been a decent option early on from right back. The Norwegian gets her cross in, it's missed by everyone. It comes to the back post, it took a deflection. The question is being asked about potentially a penalty there. Jill Scott. There's Lehman ahead of her. Again, it was given away, but instead it comes to Emsley in the end after a slight missed interception by Jodie Hutton. Christensen's little clip towards the back post, it's headed in, and Everton are in front, and Lucy Graham scores, and the team that never lose to those beneath them are in front with their first real opening of the game. Lucy Graham scores for Everton. It will be Izzy Christensen to play in the free kick then just before half-time. Goes in towards Savika, whose header is looping towards goal. Rasso gets a touch right on the line. Everton have the ball in the net, but the flag is up and it's not going to count. A goal ruled out for offside. A moment where Everton almost double their advantage just before the break, but the assistant referee has intervened. Rasso. In goes the cross. Handball, penalty. Well, Everton will get the opportunity to double their lead. In went the cross from Hayley Rasso. It was a penalty. It's Lucy Graham. It's saved by Weiss. She goes the right way and hands Aston Villa a vital lifeline here. They still only trail by a goal. Here's Shania Hales. Looks to get away from Savika. She's got the run on the Danish international there. This is good work from Shania Hales, who has been more involved in the early stages of this second half. That's Arthur's ball. It might come towards Freya Gregory. The opportunity opens itself up. McKeever makes a fine save. But here is Hayley Rasso for Everton. Rasso has moved away from Endow. She shoots herself. Well, Lisa Weiss was scrambling. It is Pattinson's cross. It is a deep one towards Finnegan at the back post. It's a second penalty. Well, Savika went down under the challenge from Jodie Hutton. She's furious about that. It's Izzy Christensen who makes it 2-0 to Everton. She provided the first, she scores the second, and Everton move clearer out of sight, and Aston Villa's relegation worries just increase that little bit more. Christensen. Scott gets it back. Couple of blue shirts ahead of her. Scott goes to McGill. McGill gets a touch away from Sante, and a fine save again by Lisa Weiss. Movold. Graham's ball into Emsley. Emsley with a bit of space, it comes towards Jill Scott. It's a fine block by Anita Asante, but it's poked in by Simone McGill. And Everton do have their third. Simone McGill Denied moments ago by Lisa Weiss, but not to be kept out on the second occasion. It's towards Arthur, whose header is looping and whose header is in. And Aston Villa do have a late consolation through Chloe Arthur. A looping header by Chloe Arthur. It finishes at Walton Hall Park. Everton 3, Aston Villa 1.
Yeah, so Everton 3, Aston Villa 1, and obviously disappointing to concede that late goal, as you said, Dan, but it was brilliant, wasn't it? How great to see Lucy Graham back on the score sheet as well. Izzy coolly slotting home a penalty, and then a finish from Sai, who's just having a fantastic season, isn't she?
Yeah, 3 great goals. You know, the first one is a trademark Lucy Graham header. You know,
Classic.
She's not going to miss from there. And obviously Izzy slotted the penalty away nicely, and yeah, I think it's fantastic to see Sai get on the score sheet again. She's been scoring plenty of goals lately, and obviously Sai recently qualifying for the Euros with Northern Ireland. What a fantastic achievement. She's coming back into camp buzzing. So yeah, great for all the girls and another good performance.
Definitely. And just on today's game, obviously it's one that Everton would be expected to win, but we know it's the FA Cup, we know Durham are a good side, they're no mugs, they're going to give us a good game, but how do you see this one panning out, Dan?
Yeah, definitely. As I say, it'll be a tough test. You know, Durham have got some experienced players. You know, they've got some threats as well that we've got to be aware of. But I think, you know, if we're patient, you know, we move the ball well and we move Durham across the pitch, that then hopefully we will run out winners. And I fully expect us to do that today. But yeah, it will be a tough test. So the girls have got to be on it from the start to finish.
Absolutely, and we will have Chelsea in the next round. I made a little mistake speaking to Willie before. It was Chelsea that we will definitely have in the next round. That is a tasty one to look forward to. It's about as tough as the draw can get, but you've got to beat the best, haven't you, to get there? And of course, we beat them at Goodison Park in last season's campaign too.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, you've got to beat the best teams to win the FA Cup, and as you say, we beat them last year at Goodison, which was obviously a fantastic achievement and helped us on our way to Wembley. So yeah, we know Chelsea are one of the best sides in Europe. We know that, and it will be a difficult test. But yeah, we've got to concentrate on this one first and make sure we get through today.
Definitely. Well, Dan, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see you raring to go at the start of next season, and we'll be cheering the girls on today.
Cheers.
But now here's Willie Kirk ahead of this one. It's Sarah Halpin, delighted to say that I'm joined by Everton manager Willie Kirk ahead of this FA Cup tie, Everton versus Durham. Willie, thank you for joining us. How much are you looking forward to this game?
Yeah, it's the start of the FA Cup again. Yeah, it's a first step on the road to Wembley. Obviously, you know, fond memories of that road last year, which culminated in the trip to Wembley in November. Obviously, we lost the game, but that game's very much inspired us to try and get back there as quickly as possible.
It has, and you know, we talk about the magic of the FA Cup. We've seen time and again that there's brilliant results. So Durham will be, you know, they'll be here to try and get a scalp today and try and get a result against Everton, won't they? This won't be an easy game.
Listen, Durham's finished, I think, top 4 in the last 4 years in the Championship, so they're not far off WSL. And I think each year they've probably been overshadowed by a bigger team and a full-time team. You know, it was Man United and Tottenham, and then, you know, you look at Liverpool there this year and Leicester, who are full-time. So Durham's been unfortunate that they're not in the WSL, I think. They've been slowly building towards that. They've changed their style of play. We played them at the start of the season and they just recently changed their style of play. I feel it was a change anyway, and you could see they were still getting used to that, but their performances have slowly improved during the year, and you know, they're going to finish runners-up in the Championship, so they're certainly no mugs, and it'll be a tough game for us today.
Definitely, and if we do progress today, we've got Chelsea or London Bees in the next round, so you would expect for that to be Chelsea. Now, that's a tasty tie to look forward to and motivation to get through this one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if it does happen, it'll be the third year in a row that we've got Chelsea, and obviously turned us over at Southport, and then we beat them at Goodison, so we've got really fond memories, recent memories of that, and but yeah, we've got to focus on today. We've got to make sure we do a professional job. We remember how tough the opening tie was in the last FA Cup campaign, which was London Bees at home, and we got through that 1-0, albeit with a wonder goal from Vanessa Cagwin. So these games are never easy, and we need to make sure we're professional and respectful today to get through.
Definitely, and just on the girls that have just got back from international duty, of course, Alicia Lehman and Simone McGill qualifying for the Euros with their nations. I bet the camp's full of happy people at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, after international camp, everybody's delighted to come back and see each other again, and and it's great that when the group comes back together, and you know, some changes have been slightly forced on us today in terms of that fatigue and little knocks picked up on an international break, but that happens, and we're used to that, and yeah, everybody's in a good frame of mind. We're looking to the rest of the season, the last 4 or 5 games, and that obviously starts today, and we're hoping for a positive result.
Definitely, and you've made no secret of the fact, as you alluded to before, we reached Wembley for the FA Cup final back in November. You'd love to get there again with Everton, and this time go all the way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, you know, we're using it as inspiration, but we're drawing on that experience as well in terms of the lessons learned, and how we can implement those lessons and that experience into you know, our future success, and we're very much, you know, in football terms, it's only two years into a long-term project, and that trip to Wembley was excellent, but you know, we're greedy. We want to be back there as quickly as possible. We want to get silverware, and you know, there's another opportunity which starts today to get silverware.
Definitely. Well, thank you for your time, Willie, and best of luck today.
Thank you.
There we go, the stage is set. Walton Hall Park, the home of Everton Women. FA Cup 4th round day today, and it's a nice day for it as well. It's Everton against Durham, Everton of the Women's Super League and Durham of the Championship. I'm delighted that my co-commentator is not Ian Snowden. The caption says Ian Snowden, 148 appearances from 1987 to 1995. My commentator, I don't think, was even born in 1995, so whoever's looking after the graphics needs to give themselves a little bit of a rap. It's Danielle Turner alongside me, who is out injured at the moment, and I'm sure looking forward to her first experience of being a co-commentator on Everton TV. Everton versus Durham, Women's Super League against Championship, but nothing's a gimme in the FA Cup, Dan.
No, definitely not. And you know, Durham are a tough side. You know, they're consistently up there in the Championship, near the top of the table, and you know, having played them plenty of times in the past, I know it'll be a tough test for the girls today. So yeah, we've got to be really professional and really be on it from the start.
However, the Everton girls, having been at Wembley and played ever so well and done the entire football club proud in the FA Cup final last season, the determination must be to get back and go one better.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we said after the game at Wembley in November that we wanted to get back there as quickly as possible, and that starts today against a tough team in Durham. But yeah, the incentive is definitely there to get back and go one step further.
We'll speak, I'm sure, plenty about the experience of playing at Wembley in an FA Cup final as we go through this afternoon. Everton against Durham. FA Cup 4th round. The carrot at the end of the stick, by the way, if we can call it that, is an away trip to Chelsea. Not the draw that either Everton or Durham would have wanted. But if you're going to win cups, you have to beat the best teams at some point, so bring it on. But we won't get too far ahead of ourselves, because the Northeasterners are the immediate focus. Durham are out on the pitch, as you can see. Is this a bit of early psychology, Dan? Is this something the girls like to do?
It could be. Our girls could just be taking the time. You don't know.
Oldest trick in the book, isn't it? Let them get out there. Little wave from Willie Kirk, who I'm sure would rather you were in the dressing room holding them back at the moment, making sure they don't come out on time. Great setup, this Walton Hall Park, isn't it? It's just what you needed, Dan, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a massive step for us, you know, getting our own homegrown ground, and obviously, yeah, there's still a few improvements to be made, but you know, the playing surface is getting better week in, week out, and I'm sure the surrounding area and the stands will continue to get better as well.
Have you had a bit of trouble, have you, with the playing surface in early days while it was bedding in?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's taken a while to come together, but as I say, you know, every week we play on it, it is getting better and better, and hopefully, you know, the ground staff will keep working on that, and it'll be a fantastic playing surface.
There we go, the sound of Z-Cars. Doesn't matter what team comes out onto the pitch in royal blue, be it the first team, the 23s, the women or the under-18s. Z-Cars will ring out around the stadium. Great song, isn't it? I mean, even if you're not born a blue, to walk out to Z-Cars is terrific, isn't it?
It does. It gives me goosebumps, to be honest. I love it. Yeah, I love walking out to Z-Cars.
A lot of people seem to be amused that you're my co-commentator today, Dan. You're getting a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs and a lot of waves. You had a bit of stick?
No, we haven't, but they might change their mind after after the end of the game.
I think there'll be a few of these players watching this tonight when they get in, so you better be careful. There you go, here's the Everton side. Sandy McIver, Gabby George, Izzy Christensen, Alicia Lehman, Claire Emsley, Hayley Rasso, Lucy Graham, Jill Scott, Meg Finnegan, Grace Clinton and Poppy Pattinson. Is that just about as strong as Willie could have gone?
Yeah, I think he's made a couple of changes from the Villa game, but I think anybody who he puts out there, 11 puts out there, is a strong 11 from the depth of our squad. So yeah, it's a strong team out there today.
This Durham side are currently second in the Championship, not likely to catch Leicester City at the top. Do you know any of those? Have you played against any of those girls, Dan?
Yeah, I've played against a few in the past. You know, they've got players there that have got, I think, over 100 appearances for Durham. They've been there for a long time and they're an experienced team and have experience of playing a lot together. So yeah, I think one to watch out for is definitely Beth Heppel.
There will be a period of silence now as the officials and everybody inside the stadium fall silent as we remember the Duke of Edinburgh who passed away last week. Early goal would be nice, wouldn't it? Just settle the girls down because, as we said earlier, Dan, it is WSL against Championship, but it's a good Championship side we're playing today.
Yeah, as I say, they're consistently near the top of the Championship, and you know we speak a lot about making sure that we get good starts in games and get on the front foot because obviously that really builds momentum. So yeah, the girls will be looking to get a good start today, and an early goal will be nice.
Does Woody like a quick tempo from the off?
Yeah.
Sort of, as we'd say in the old days, let the opposition know you're there.
He does, yeah. He speaks a lot about getting a good start, but he says that a lot of the onus is on us as players to make sure that we get that.
Players take the knee to reinforce the message that there is no room for discrimination of any form in football, in sport or society in general. We are underway. FA Cup 4th round action from Walton Hall Park. Everton against Durham. Pattinson plays it down the left hand side, can't keep it on the island. It will be a throw in for Durham over on the far side. Sarah Wilson, the Durham captain, will take it. Not any short options. Very Kristen for Durham. Beth Heppel. And you singled out Beth Heppel as the one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely got an eye for a goal. I think she's Durham's top goal scorer this season, and she certainly likes an effort from long range. So that's something that the defence and we'll have to be aware of today.
Going through the ranks at Durham. Gabby George lashes the ball into the television gantry. How big a boost did it give the girls to have Gabby back after being out so long?
Yeah, it's a massive boost. Obviously, it was not a nice injury for Gabby doing her ACL. It's never nice to see your teammates have to go through that, but she's worked tremendously hard and you know she deserves to be back out there, and it's a massive boost for us because she's a key player.
Back as good as she ever was?
Yeah, she's definitely looking strong. I think you know sometimes it takes a while to get back to the full flow after such a long injury, but she's definitely looking strong and sharp in training, and I'm sure she'll only get better.
Good to see her back. Gabby George had a little go at the co-commentary lark as well while she was out injured, albeit at Goodison Park in the FA Cup victory against Chelsea at the main stadium last season. Throw again for Durham. Don't want to let Durham settle too well, do we? They've knocked it about quite nicely early doors.
No, we want to try and get some possession and get control of the ball. It's not no teams rather that managed to do that yet, so hopefully we can get on the ball and get some possession.
Ali Johnson picks it up for Durham on this near side. Into the channel. Intercepted though by Hayley Rasso in excellent goal scoring form, and then sliced into play by Becky Salicki. And it'll be a throw in for Everton. Hayley Rasso takes it quickly, chucks it short to Meg Finnegan, and it's a first touch for Sandy McIver. The FA Cup run really propelled Sandy forward, didn't it, last year, Dan?
Oh yeah, she was outstanding, you know, especially in that game at Goodison. You know, she kept us in the game for large periods, and obviously the final against Man City at Wembley, she was player of the match. She had an outstanding day that day, and you know, she had a fantastic season.
Hayley Rasso. Nice football from Durham. Mike Finnegan plays it to Poppy Pattinson. Back to Gabby George. Alicia Lehman wins a throw in. How's she done since you're out at the football club, Dan, Alicia?
Yeah, she's settled in really nicely. You know, Alicia's a great character. She's very positive, and on the pitch, you know, she's very direct, got bags of pace. So yeah, she's been a great addition to the squad. Real
international flavour to the dressing room these days, isn't there?
Yeah, there's plenty, definitely. And yeah, definitely there's some competition, you know, playing each other on the international stage. But yeah, it's great to have, you know, the wealth of international experience in the squad these days.
Good for the football club. Finnegan. That was nearly, in fact, it is a superb ball. I thought it was going to bounce out of play, but Lehman keeps it in, crossed into the penalty area, nobody at the back stick. And that's a shame, because that was a decent ball from Alicia, but it was a peach of a pass from the left-hand side.
Yeah, it was a great ball out to Alicia. She managed to get a crossing, but unfortunately no one could get on the end of it at the back post.
But it's better from Everton. Just over 4 minutes gone. Walton Hall Park, FA Cup day. Plenty of ties going on up and down the country this afternoon. Chelsea went through yesterday. Manchester City walloped Aston Villa by 8-0. I don't like seeing scorelines like 8-0 personally, Dan. I don't think it does the women's game any good. Results like that, you know, Manchester City 8, Aston Villa 0.
No, I agree with you, Darren. Yeah, it's not nice to see in the league or the FA Cup. I'm sure we'd a lot closer scoreline than that. But you know, I think City are on fire, so yeah, it's no surprise to see them scoring that many goals.
Yeah, they've got it in their locker, haven't they?
Yeah, certainly they've got a wealth of talent in their squad. So yeah, it's not surprising to see.
And it's not the most established league in the world. It's still, you know, it's still in its infancy, and with regards to other leagues as well. So it'll take a time to find a balance, won't it? You will get scorelines like that. It's nothing to panic about, is it?
No, I think you do still see them kind of most years, but it is getting more competitive.
Yeah.
And we've seen recent results lately where, you know, Brighton have beat Chelsea and things like that. So you know, any team can beat anyone on the day, and it is getting more competitive every single year.
Alicia Lehman tries to squeeze it through to the vastly experienced Jill Scott. 150 England caps for Jill Scott. An astonishing playing career. Gabby George to Pattinson. Back to Gabby George again. Hayley Rasso almost kept it in. Gabby George asked a serious question of Hayley Rasso then with that crossfield ball. That's something Willie likes to do, swap the play from left to right and vice versa when you get the opportunity and make the pitch bigger. Yeah,
definitely. You know, we work on switching the play, and not just once, but 2 or 3 times to make sure that you can then open gaps and start to see gaps appear. So yeah, that's something that we spoke about, particularly in this game today, to move the ball from side to side to try and shift the Durham players out of space.
You need your defenders to be comfortable with the football, don't you, to play that game?
Yeah, definitely. You've got to be these days in the modern game. You've got to have ball playing centre half, and you know, we certainly have that here with Meg, Gabby, Rhea as well, who's on the bench today. So yeah, we certainly have that from the back.
Hayley Rasso takes the throw in. Clinton gets after it and keeps it in. Izzy Christensen, first time ball into the air. It's a high up and under. It'll test the goalkeeper. She flaps at it somewhat, but Wilson is there to volley it away. That's just the sort of ball you want early doors, isn't it? That was a real tester for the goalkeeper.
It was. It had a lot of height on it, so it was difficult coming down for the keeper there. But I think she managed to get a decent touch on it before any of the Everton forwards.
Lucy Graham. There's Jill Scott again. Everton finding their feet here. Again, we see the pattern of play, left to right, right to left. Durham player struggling on this near side, and it is Beth Heppel.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
No. Some sort of collision, late collision. There was certainly no free kick given, and few complaints from the Durham contingent, and thankfully Beth Heppel is back on her feet. Poppy Pattinson takes the throw in. Nothing comes of that. Here's Heppel in action straight away. Ellie Kristen. All the way back to Megan Borthwick. But Everton are starting to control this game. Izzy Christensen to Claire Emsley inside the penalty area. Shooting chance. Not a million miles away. But Everton are turning the screw now. Dan?
Yeah, that was better. Good interception by Alicia, and I think Izzy played Claire in, and Claire loves to cut in and whip it with the right foot. Unfortunately, that was just wide of the post.
Just looking at the replay here. Well picked up by Izzy Christensen. Good bit of vision. Only one thing on her mind there, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Claire loves that cut in on the right and try and swing it into the far corner.
Durham played out really well from the back. Molly Sharp plays it in field. It's a good first time ball. I'm not sure it was meant for Beth Heppel. I think it was meant for Ali Johnson on this near side, but Heppel makes the best of it. Into the penalty area. Heppel on the edge of the box, but it's whacked. It's a safety by Izzy Christensen, and well, that's what they're capable of, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. They were close to getting in on the left there. It might have been better if Beth Heppel had left it. Ali Johnson was in a dangerous position, but luckily we've dealt with it.
Hayley Rasso safely back to Meg Finnegan. Poppy Pattinson back to Gabby George. Hayley Rasso. Jill Scott comes across to take over, and Hayley Rasso plays it safely back to England under-21 international Meg Finnegan. Alicia Lehman read that well, knew full well that Ali Johnson wasn't going to get it, and wins a throw in for Everton on the right hand side.
Yeah, again Gabby George looking for that switch to the wide right.
Miscontrol though by Grace Clinton, and then move Peters out. It's all right being on top in games. You need to score when you're on top in games, don't you? You need something tangible for your territorial efforts.
Yeah, definitely. When you've got control of the game, you want to try and get on the score sheet as early as possible as well. And the longer it goes on where we don't score, Durham will get encouragement from that. But you know, we spoke a lot about being patient as well, and making sure that we have good ball speed as well. I think it's important in this match.
Durham's aim will be to stay in the game, won't it? I mean, even if they're a goal behind at any point, they're in the game. Stay in the game.
Yeah, definitely. 0-0, 1-0. You've always got a chance. You've always, set pieces. Durham are particularly strong on set pieces as well. So, when the score lines are so close, they've always got a chance.
Hayley Rasso, bit of urgency from Everton. Alicia Lehman picks it up, tries to take on Ali Johnson on that wide right hand side, but can't do so. Hayley Rasso takes the throw in. Corner for Everton.
Yeah, nice little turn from Grace there. She manipulates the ball very well and won ourselves a corner there.
Difficult to knock off the ball, isn't she, in those situations?
Yeah, definitely. For such a young player, she's so talented on the ball, and it's really difficult to get off her. Sometimes she twists and turns both ways and manipulates it very well.
Claire Emsley will take this corner kick for Everton. Certainly a height advantage inside the 6-yard box for the Toffees. Headed back across the face of goal, but volleyed away by Becky Silicki. you'd fancy us from set pieces today, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know, we've got some big headers in there, the likes of Meg, Gabby, Jill's a tall presence is there. Lucy Graham's fantastic in the air. So yeah, some set pieces is something we work a lot on. So hopefully we can take advantage of one of those today.
Claire Emsley in a wide position. Clinton's inside the penalty area. Back it goes to Lucy Graham. Pattinson puts a great first-time cross in, but it's safely gathered by Meg Borthwick, and it remains 0-0. Well, while it's great to have you alongside us, Danielle, tell us about your injury.
Yeah, so I have something called functional popliteal entrapment syndrome. It's a mouthful, but
there you go.
Yeah, so basically the arteries in the back of my knees become compressed during exercise, and it means I don't really get much blood flow to my legs. So not great when you're trying to be a professional footballer. So I kind of get pins and needles in my legs. So
painful.
Yeah, very painful. My calves go rock solid and my legs go numb. So I've had that diagnosed recently.
Just tell us again what it is.
Functional popliteal entrapment syndrome.
Had you even heard of that before you got it?
No, not really. No, not till it's apparently quite rare.
And what's the how do you fix it? What's the next move?
So I've had
a
few scans and tests, and it was quite severe. So I'm actually going to have surgery at the end of the month to fix that and decompress the arteries in both my legs. And so should be 3 months recovery post-op. Right. So that'll take me to pre-season next year.
Never a good time to get injured, but if you're going to be out for 3 months, I suppose round about now is the time to do it.
Yeah, it's obviously disappointing, and I'd love to finish the campaign, but yeah, I think if there ever was a time, end of April, it will mean that I'm back nicely for pre-season and be ready to go for next year.
Well, hopefully you'll be sitting alongside us at Wembley in the FA Cup final as well.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Hayley Rasso trying to bulldoze her way through. I think she's won a corner. No, she hasn't. The linesman on this near side indicates that the final touch came off Hayley, so it'll be a goal kick for Durham. We've had 14 and a half minutes here at Walton Hall Park. It's still Everton 0, Durham 0 in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Everton have had the best of it possession-wise, but you have to say, Megan Borthwick largely untested. Apart from the effort from Claire that flashed wide, we haven't really tested the goalkeeper yet.
No, not yet. I think she's had a couple of crosses to come out and collect, which she's dealt quite well with. But yeah, I'd like to see the girls move the ball a little bit quicker. I know we shifted from side to side, but make sure that ball speed's there to really move the Durham players out of position.
Jill Scott wins it in the air. Ali Johnson gets it under control. Alicia Lehman comes across, but it's whacked back to her own goalkeeper by Molly Sharp. Not sure she intended to find her old goalkeeper or whack it out of play, but in the end it wasn't a bad back pass. Jill Scott, Lehman. Lehman picks up the loose ball. Hayley Rasso makes herself available. Is this Hayley's natural position, wide on this right-hand side, Dan?
She'd like to be higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's operating in a right-back position today, which is she's had to do a couple of times for us this season. I think she played one of the Australia games there in the last international break. So she has experience at right-back, but I'm sure she'd like to be higher up the pitch, but she'll be looking to get joining as much as possible and overlapping and supporting Alicia on this right-hand side.
There'll be a few punters who would have watched Hayley's hat-trick recently and wondered why she's starting at right-back.
Yeah, that was a fantastic individual display against Brighton a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, as I say, I'm sure she'll be looking to get forward on this right-hand side. Some electric pace on this right-hand side with Hayley and Alicia.
She's got a bit Aussie rules with her top there as well, hasn't she? Does she do that often enough?
Yeah, she loves it. She was disappointed when we didn't have any vests early in the pre-season, especially to roll the sleeves up, because yeah, she's used to the Aussie heat and stuff. But yeah, so
little nod to her Australian roots. Good first-time ball by Lucy Graham. Great first-time ball by Lucy Graham. In fact, Poppy Pattinson pulls it back across the face of the goal, but again, Durham just about deal with it, but a shooting chance for Claire Emsley. It's blocked. It'll break for Claire Emsley again. She's forced away to the right-hand side. Plays it back to Hayley Rasso. Here's Claire Emsley again. Can she find space for the cross? It's low. Doesn't find a blue jersey. And again, Durham are ineffective in trying to clear their lines, and Everton will come again. Izzy Christensen, the playmaker in the middle of the park for the Toffees. Nice little roll ball by Lucy Graham into the penalty area, and it's cleared away. And it'll be a throw-in on this near side.
Yeah, Izzy will be looking to dictate play in there. We just saw Hayley's acceleration there to get past the defender and get a crossing, but unfortunately nothing came of it.
Izzy's a bit of a Gareth Barry, isn't she? She's always available for the ball. Her movement and her experience and her knowledge of the game, her football brain's excellent.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. You know, Izzy's got a wealth of experience. You know, she's been in Lyon, one of the best clubs in the world, and you know, she's brought that to us. You know, she likes to dictate play. She controls the midfield, and yeah, she'll be looking to do that again today.
If you watch Izzy, she's always looking round, isn't she? She's looking where she thinks she needs to be. She's looking where other people need to be and where the opposition players are as well.
Yeah, and she's always thinking ahead. You know, she can get ball, what the next pass is, you know, before it's even got to her.
There you go, right on cue. Wins the ball. Alicia Lehman on the volley! Onto the roof of the net. Improvised shot by Alicia Lehman. That would have been a great goal. It was a chance from nowhere.
Yeah, great effort from Alicia there. I thought it might dip in, but just onto the roof of the net.
Izzy again, just as we were saying. Flicked forward by Grace Clinton. That's very unfortunate, isn't it? But again, Durham give it away. Again, it's Izzy Christensen who bursts through. Just can't go all the way, but the referee spots an infringement. It'll be a free kick for Everton.
Yeah, Izzy reading that very well again. That's twice in a row she's done that now, and free kick for us on the edge of the box here. I'm sure I'd have liked to have been on the end of this one, but
match days are obviously the worst part about being injured, aren't they? You miss being in and amongst it and the banter.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've recently missed the away trip to Brighton. It's the first one I've missed that I can ever remember. But yeah, just obviously being on the pitch with the girls, yeah, it's disappointing and definitely missing that.
I was in Brighton with the first team last week, just as the pubs opened. Izzy Christensen, is she going to go for goal here, or is she going to stick it to the back post?
I'm not sure.
She's got a shot in the locker from here, hasn't she?
Yeah, definitely. She scored a fantastic free kick against Reading here before Christmas. Let's see what she does with this one.
She's killed it towards the back stick. Well, Everton had enough bodies in there. It's another corner, but Izzy Christensen will have every right to say someone's got to get in the end of that.
Yeah, that was a fantastic delivery. I think somebody got a flick, but then must have hit one of the Durham defenders and out for a corner.
It was just begging somebody to come in and attack it and go bang and knock it in.
It was, you know, Izzy's got that consistent, excellent delivery.
Corner kick. Claire Emsley will take it. Right footed. It's a peach of a corner. Punched away by the goalkeeper. And Jill Scott hits it over the crossbar. But again, Jill will probably feel she should have scored here, Dan.
Yeah, I think she'll be disappointed with that one. You know, she was in a great position. The keeper's come out and I think flapped at it. Let's have a look at it here again.
Great corner.
Yeah, Jill's in a fantastic position on the 6-yard line, and yeah, I think she'll expect it to score by her standards there.
Made her Everton debut 15 years ago, Jill Scott.
Yeah, she's a fantastic player to have in your squad. You know, she's hilarious off the pitch, but what an absolute professional on it. What a legend of the game. You know, recently making 150th appearance for
astonishing
England. It's incredible.
That's some longevity, that, isn't it?
It is
You'd
incredible.
think all the travelling. I wonder how many air miles she's done.
She'll have clocked them up, that's for sure. But yeah, it's incredible and fantastic for us to have her back here at Everton.
Is she worth her weight in gold off the pitch as much as on it?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, she's got a wealth of experience, so yeah, you just see the way she behaves as well, and obviously off the pitch she's absolutely hilarious as well, and she's just a great character having in the squad.
All the girls will be hoping that Willie can turn the loan deal into a permanent arrangement, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, definitely. We'd love to keep Jill here for the future.
Here she is again, to Hayley Rasso, back towards Jill Scott, prodded out of play by Lauren Briggs, one of the many former Sunderland players in the Durham squad. Sunderland operating the third tier of the women's game, and they've clearly been a good breeding ground for Durham, a football club that was only formed as recently as 2014. So they've done really well to be formed as recently as 2014 and be an established championship side and a good championship side.
Yeah, they've done fantastically well, and as I said before, you know, they're consistently up there at the top of the championships, currently sitting in second now, and that's, you know, with full-time teams in the league, and they're doing fantastically well and always up there, and they're a tough side to play against.
Alicia Lehman pulls the ball into the penalty area, but defended well on that occasion. It's an anywhere will do clearance that's picked up by Meg Finnegan, and Everton will come again. Surely it's only a matter of time here. Hayley Rasso overhits the cross into the arms of Megan Borthwick. The 51st playing of the Women's FA Cup. 376 teams started in the extra preliminary round. WSL 1 sides have only joined at this stage the 4th round of the competition. Everything, of course, reassessed because of this global pandemic that thankfully appears to be easing slightly.
Yeah, hopefully the end is in sight nearly.
Oh, it's tedious now, isn't it? It's tedious. The novelty is long since worn off.
It definitely has, and hopefully it's light at the end of the tunnel and we're nearly out of it.
Durham give the ball away, and then they win it back again. Good bit of footwork by Beth Heppel. Plays it wide on that far side to Ellie Kristen. Cleared away, but Kristen will get another opportunity. Plays it back to the captain, Sarah Wilson. And she goes all the way back to Megan Borthwick. Molly Sharp. Now Ali Johnson's away down this left-hand side. It's a nice ball as well. Ali Johnson puts the ball across the face of the goal. Real chance for Durham. Good defended by Gabby George and cleared by Meg Finnegan. But Durham will come back again down the right-hand side with Sarah Wilson. Just steadies herself, ready to put the ball back in the mix. But she's overhit that one, and it's punched away by Sandy McIver. And I think we've dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic move down this left-hand side and a great delivery by Ali Johnson. And yeah, probably lucky to get away with them there. I think Gabby George got a great block in as well. But yeah, I think we'll be looking to try and defend that better.
That was the important
great
touch,
interception
wasn't it?
from Poppy Pattinson as well there on the replay.
So difficult to defend those low balls into the penalty area with pace, aren't they?
They are, you sometimes often end in putting them in your own goal. So I think that's a fantastic touch by Poppy there.
Ali Johnson against Alicia Lehman. Ali Johnson volleys the ball into the penalty area, headed away by Meg Finnegan. And Poppy Pattinson, who was in the right place at the right time a few moments ago, can bring it away. But can't squeeze the ball past Ellie Kristen into the penalty area again. But on this occasion, nobody there in a red shirt. And it's out for a goal kick, and Durham will be pretty pleased that we've passed the midway point in this first half. And we said earlier, Danielle Turner and myself, that the aim will be for them to stay in the game. Well, they're more than that, and moves like that, Danielle, will only give them confidence.
Yeah, they'll certainly take encouragement from that last move, and yeah, fantastic delivery into the box and nearly scored. So yeah, I'm sure they'll take encouragement from that going forward.
Meg Finnegan back to Sandy McIver. Part of the full England squad set up now, Sandy. Izzy Christensen, Champions League winner with Lyon. To Gabby George, into the channel. But, bit of experienced defender from Sarah Wilson. Strange ball across the middle of the park. Borthwick. Clearance finds Jill Scott. Can Alicia Lehman keep it in play? No, she can't.
I think she was just in an offside position there.
Yeah, I just wish they'd put the flag up straight away.
Yes.
I cannot abide. It drives me and Snods absolutely berserk on a Saturday afternoon.
It's very frustrating, especially as defenders, I think it's dangerous as well, the player
it
could be through and they could be a clattering with the goalkeeper and then the flag goes up.
You saw it with Patricio, didn't you? The Wolves goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, leaving the flag late.
I think they're getting away with it at the moment because there are no fans in. But when they start doing that and there's 40,000 people in, or you're at Old Trafford and there's 75,000 people in, the linesmen are going to go, listen, you're making our lives misery here. Get the rule changed.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something that needs to be addressed. I'm not a fan of that one.
Alicia Lehman, Jill Scott, never flustered, plays the ball back to Gabby George, who brings the ball forward. Poppy Pattinson. Russell into the channel for Jill Scott. Back to Hayley Russo again. Great ball in from Poppy Pattinson, and again, nobody in there. When the ball's in a wide position like that, somebody needs to gamble a little bit down and consider the option that the ball will be lofted into the penalty area and try and get on the end of it.
Yeah, we speak about that a lot, and gambling and making the run, and you might not get it. You might only get it 1 in 10 times.
Yeah.
But when it does there, you've got a good chance of scoring a goal. So yeah, maybe need someone to get across the keeper there and gamble.
Will you be disappointed if this is goalless at half time, won't he?
I think he will, but as well, patience is a big key word today. I think we've got to continue to not get frustrated the longer we don't score, and I'm sure if we can move the ball, then our quality will shine through. But yeah, we've got to not get frustrated. But I think it'll obviously be a bonus if we do go in ahead before half time.
It could be one of those games where if we get one, we could get a couple more, because at some point Durham will have to chase the game.
Yeah, as soon as we get that first one, Durham will have to come after us, and that might open the floodgates a bit more. But it's just being patient and keep grinding them down to get that first one.
Hayley Rasso takes the throw in, prodded out of play by Ali Johnson on this near side. Twice winners of the FA Cup, Everton. The first time under the guise of Liso Pacific. And the second time, memorably, against Arsenal at Nottingham Forest's City Ground in 2010.
Yeah, I remember watching that one, famous last minute.
Rachel Brown and Natasha Dowie and the likes.
Yeah, Natasha Dowie scoring the last minute winner in extra time, yeah.
I think who else would have been. Rachel Unit around at the time.
Farrah Williams, I think. Jill played in
Big
that
Jill
game.
Yeah. Hayley Rasso. Liam back to Rasso again.
Great
good
touch.
play. Knew exactly what she was doing. Izzy Christensen chips it forward. Nobody on the end of it again. Megan Borthwick gathers it safely, but you can't coach that, can you? That's just pure awareness and know-how.
Yeah, it's fantastic. She knew where the pressure was coming from, and it's about taking your touch away from that pressure, and it's just the class that Izzy possesses.
Just need to be a bit more clinical in the final third here, and we can see this game out quite comfortably.
Yeah, I'd like to see the goalkeeper tested a lot more. We've had a few crosses to deal with, but need to get a few more shots off, I think.
First time Everton won the Women's FA Cup, as I say, we were called Liso Pacific at the time. We beat Friends of Fulham at Old Trafford, and the attendance was 941.
Wow.
Come a long way since then, haven't we?
We have, definitely, yeah. It'd be nice to see what the attendance would have been like if we were allowed fans in Wembley this previous November. But
it would have been a record, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
the record's 45,000, and I think we'd have got more than that.
Yeah. Just can't wait to have the fans back in the stadiums.
Even when we had 2,000 in at Goodison, it seemed like a lot more.
It does, the noise they make, it just feels, like kind of like the stadium's full from the noise they make. But yeah, I think as well,
I think the teams at every level will benefit, because Evertonians have missed it so much. They'll watch the 23s. They'll come and see the girls here at Walton Hall Park.
Yeah, hopefully, I think they'll just want to get out to as many live games as possible, and hopefully that'll boost our attendances.
Hayley Rasso's taken off, and Jill Scott has ploughed into the tackle there on Beth Heppel, and I'm not sure who's come off worse there, because whether Jill Scott caught one in the face as she went down or on the side of the head. It was a strong tackle from the 34-year-old.
Yeah, I think she won the ball. It was a great tackle, Jill, getting her long legs in there, as she always does. But yeah, seems to be like she's holding her right eye, so I'm not sure what's happened there.
I think she's caught a stray boot on the side of the head as Beth Heppel's gone down. But it was a good old-fashioned strong challenge by Jill Scott. I don't know whether the referee gave a free kick for it or not, or whether it's just a bounce ball because the two players both needed a little bit of medical attention.
Yeah, I think she's let that one go. I didn't hear a whistle, but so maybe a drop ball here for whoever was in possession.
Willie Kirk just taking this opportunity to issue some instructions to his players as they take a drinks break. Willie Kirk giving some instructions to Izzy Christensen, and Izzy Christensen giving it right back. Is she a big voice in the dressing room, Dan?
Yeah, she is. You know, she's the one that certainly demands things off of the players, you know, on a daily basis. And yeah, she'll be looking to put a stamp on this game.
Well, Jill Scott required a little bit of medical attention, so she's had to come to the sideline. So play will have to restart before she's allowed back on. Kerry Rasso with the first header, Meg Finnegan with the second. Izzy Christensen volleys it towards Claire Emsley. Nice first touch from Claire Emsley. Durham players get goal side. Christensen to Meg Finnegan. Meg Finnegan into the channel. Well defended. It was a good ball forward by Meg Finnegan, but Becky Salaki, versatile Durham defender, read it well, nodded it out of play. But you can hear Willie, can't you? Meg wide, Hayley wide. He still wants to stretch them.
Yeah, you see Izzy just dropping between the two centre halves there, which allows the centre halves and Meg on this occasion to get wider and higher.
Alicia Lehman, Izzy Christensen. A little bit sloppy from Izzy, that. Well read though by Grace Clinton. Here's Gabby George. Pattinson. Cleared by Ali Johnson, picked up by Meg Finnegan. That's a good ball by Meg Finnegan. Appeals for offside, not given. Lucy Graham can't find Alicia Lehman. It's cleared by Salicki, and it'll be a corner kick for Everton on the right hand side. I'd like to see us make more of these set pieces.
Yeah, and a great run from Lucy. She's great at making those runs forwards, and yeah, as I say, we've got some height in there, we've got some aerial presence, so let's see what we can get from this. Hopefully a good delivery from Claire, in swinging with the left foot. From the right hand side, plenty of players back in red for Durham. Plenty of players forward in blue for Everton. Claire Emsley swings it in. It's higher one this time. It's hanging in the air and it's headed away first by Wilson and then volleyed away. Good defended by Poppy Pattinson. There'll be a throw for Durham on this near side. Bit of variation in the corner kick. Try a little hanger. Yeah, well defended by Durham though. Ten minutes to go in this first half. Everton have dominated the play, but Borthwick still not really threatened. Hopefully that will change. Lucy Graham, dispossessed by Ali Johnson. And Ali Johnson does well to clear her lines. It's a strange one. I think both managers will be reasonably pleased. Willie knows his team are on top, but Lee Sanders also knows that his team is still in this cup tie. Yeah, definitely. I think Durham would be happy to get into half time at 0-0 and all to play for in the second half. You know, still 10 minutes to go. Hopefully, you know, we'll be looking to get a goal before half time. Pattinson, Claire Emsley, back to George. Meg Finnegan, bit of space for Meg to operate in, carries the ball forward. Again looks for the run of Alicia Lehman, and that will spin away for another corner kick. Yeah, you see Izzy dropping in again there, which allows Meg to get higher, and I think that's something that Willie must have spoke about. To get the centre halves wider and higher up the pitch so we can progress the ball. Grace Clinton, Lucy Graham, Alicia Lehman, Jill Scott, Gabby George all waiting. Another variation. Here's Hayley Rasso. Grace Clinton. Low ball, and short corner routines look awful when they don't work, don't they? They do. They're genius when they come off, but when they don't work, yeah. People question it. But they do. Grace just underhit that cross there. They look an absolute mess, don't they, when they come off? It winds me up when the first thing doing the Premier League, and I like, get the ball in the box, for goodness sake. Yeah, it's obviously a fantastic opportunity to get the ball in the box. You know, sometimes, you know, the short ones work well, and, you know, we have got the players to do that, but unfortunately that one didn't quite come off. Oh, that comes off the heel of Bridget Galloway. Oh, ref looks like she'd give it to... Oh, no, she's changed her mind and give it to us. Well, the referee needs to explain what's happened here, because the ball came off Galloway, clearly. The linesman on this near side didn't see it.
The referee overruled the linesman, but the Durham players didn't know the linesman had been overruled, and now Hayley Rasso's taken a foul throw. Well, that's the sloppiest 30 seconds of the day.
It definitely is. A bit of a confusion about whose throw it was, and then obviously I think she got the decision right in the end, but it seems like Hayley's foul throw.
Good refereeing that, wasn't it, to overrule the linesman on this near side. Not quite sure why the linesman didn't see the ball come off Bridget Galloway. That has clearly come off Hayley Rasso, volleyed away by Izzy Christensen, but the ball was already out of play. And it's a throw in for Durham.
Yeah, it's important that we don't get sloppy here.
Lauren Briggs will take it. Recently returned from a long-term injury. Christensen heads it away. Ellie Christen down the right-hand channel, and that's a corner kick for Durham. Very well received by their staff.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking the opportunity to get this in the box now. They do have a bit of an aerial presence as well.
I think Durham will see set pieces as possibly their best opportunity to break through.
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, they're strong on set pieces and they're very physical, so this could be an opportunity for them.
Everton not pulling everybody back. Corner kick comes in. It's towards the edge of the penalty area. I'm not sure that was a routine. I think it was just a corner kick that went wrong. Good play though by Molly Lambert. Prodded forward again. Heppel challenging with Hayley Rasso. Poppy Pattinson tidies up for Everton. Be careful of the bounce. Lehman heads it in field, but it's a poor header. Picked up by Heppel. Heppel in field to Galloway. Good defending by Jill Scott. Takes the sting out of it into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, a bit of ping pong
Got
there.
to be careful, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. Durham are growing into this game a bit, and they are getting some chances. So, but great block by Jill there.
It will have to be settled today, this game, by the way. So if extra time and penalties are needed, so be it. Lucy Graham will chase that down. That was a terrific ball into the penalty area, but once again, nobody there. Catherine Hill tees it up for Lauren Briggs, who clears her lines, and Molly Sharp will chase after it, but Everton will win it back. 5 minutes to try and break through before the half-time. Finnegan. Izzy Christensen. Hayley Rasso. Alicia Lehman. Gets a cross in. Decent cross as well. Ball's out of play though, and it'll be a goal kick. It's good, but not good enough at the moment.
Yeah, I think we'll to be a bit more clinical and ruthless in the final third with the deliveries and make sure we're getting players on the end of those deliveries.
Alicia Lehman, the Swiss international, on that occasion with the cross. And Megan Borthwick, the former Newcastle goalkeeper, pleased to see the ball drift out of play. Izzy Christensen. Claire Emsley. Great run, good spot as well. Hayley Rasso picks it up at pace. Can't get the cross into the penalty area though. Durham have defended well in this first half. Nice first touch again from Izzy Christensen. That's another corner. It's got to come, hasn't it? Surely.
Yeah, hopefully we can start to make some of these corners count.
3 minutes to go before half time. Everton 0, Durham 0. FA Cup 4th round here at Walton Hall Park. Claire Emsley put some lovely balls into the penalty area from corner kicks already in this first half. And there's another one. It's a cracker. Jill Scott with the header. And it's just wide. It wasn't Jill Scott actually, it was Meg Finnegan.
Yeah, Claire's gone for the right foot there, chosen an outswinger. You know, she can deliver really well with both foot and chosen an outswinger there. Meg's got on the end of it. She's a great presence in the air, but unfortunately it's just wide of the target.
Good corners these, aren't they?
Yeah, Claire's got excellent delivery. As I say, she can go right foot or left foot, so it's difficult for the defenders as well. But yeah, Meg was close with that header there.
Another half chance.
Yeah, Meg's fantastic in the air. She probably expect to do a little bit better there.
Yeah, I think so. Claire Emsley, here come Everton again. For all the advantage, it's still 0-0. Durham is still in this FA Cup tie. Emsley, now Jill Scott, chance. Bit of a tepid finish though, straight into the arms of Megan Borthwick.
Yeah, good work by Claire there to find Jill in space, and unfortunately straight at the goalkeeper.
Here's the chance again. Possibly could have taken it another yard or so.
Yeah, she might have had more time and space than she thought there.
Here she is, Jill Scott. To Pattinson. Claire Emsley seen plenty of the ball in this first half. Edinburgh born Claire Emsley. Plenty of experience with Orlando Pride and Melbourne in Australia, Manchester City as well. Although actually a current Manchester City player technically, Jill Scott. Nice to buck the trend, isn't it, and sign quality players like that rather than develop them and sell them on.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Jill's a fantastic player, and Claire as well. You know, they've both got wealth of experience, and we've signed some really top quality players this year, and you know, it's only boosted our squad, and you've seen that we are growing, and we're still on a journey. And
yeah,
you know, we're only a couple of years into Willie's journey, but you see that the progress that we've made over that short period of time, and you know, I'm only sure that better things are to come.
Here's Hayley Rasso attacking the penalty area. Is this the moment? No, it's not. Out of play, goal kick. The next step is probably the biggest step of all, isn't it? Because we were speaking before we went on, Everton are 5th in the table, not likely to finish 6th, not likely to finish 4th. The next step is to bridge the gap on as it stands at the moment, Arsenal and Manchester United, because Chelsea and Manchester City are clear at the top.
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely the next step for us. We want to break into that top 3 or 4, and Champions League football is what we want. As I say, we're still on that journey. We're still a little bit short, and obviously currently sitting comfortably in 5th. But yeah, obviously the next step definitely is to try and break into that top 3 or 4 and into those Champions League spaces.
All eyes on the 4th official. The 45 minutes are up. I can't think there'll be much added time. There was a bit of treatment for Jill Scott. Yeah, 60 seconds. 1 minute added time, so Everton just need to see this Durham move through, or possibly get the ball forward one last time. Claire Emsley sees the meat in the sandwich, and the referee gives a free kick. Now I'd plough everybody forward if this was me, because they know there's 30 seconds to go. Get forward and get the ball in the box.
Yeah, looks like the centre halves are staying back though.
Christensen to Finnegan. Wide to Hayley Rasso. Again, Lehman is the outlet, but this time the Swiss international can't control it. On loan from West Ham United, Alicia Lehman. That'll be a throw-in for Durham, and that will probably be just about it for the opening 45 minutes. We should be ahead, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we've had plenty of the ball, just not quite got that cutting edge in the final third, and creating those clear-cut chances, but you know, Durham will still feel like they're well in this game as we go into the half-time at 0-0.
Willie Kurt looks a touch disappointed on this near side at the end of that first half. Durham have given as good as they've got. Everton have dominated territorially, but still no tangible reward for the Blues. At half-time here at Walton Hall Park in the 4th round of the FA Cup, it's Everton 0, Durham 0. I'm going to pass you back now to Sarah Halpin, who will talk you through the first half highlights and also a few pieces of video that we've got for you as well. Myself and Danielle Turner will be back in about 13 minutes.
Aberdeen did well there to turn away from it's through to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who scored. Brilliant. Well, it's becoming a wonderful habit. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is at it again. To win it for Everton. Hopefully that is the case. He digs out a shot and gives Everton a precious lead with just over 10 minutes and a 90 to play. There's the switch for Luca Dean. There's the touch for James Rodriguez. Can he find Calvert-Lewin? No. Back with Rodriguez though. Gets a shot away brilliantly and Everton are in front. It's the first shot on target in the game and Everton lead. James Rodriguez with his right boot. James Rodriguez to play just behind him is Richarlison. Everton in front inside 3 minutes. Everton lead at Anfield. James Rodriguez sets up Richarlison. Bang! Thank you very much. 1-0 Everton.
Pressure onto themselves. Sorensen couldn't find McGill. Now McGill tries it again. Oh, what a goal from Simone McGill! What a strike! Everton have their fourth.
I think I'm still in cloud nine, to be honest. Unbelievable achievement, making history from us. Against all the odds, it's a real underdog story, and a fantastic team and a fantastic group to be a part of. So to go out and make history, and to have a European finals to look forward to, it's an amazing achievement.
It's the first major tournament that Northern Ireland have qualified for. It is huge, and how does it feel to know that you'll have inspired a whole generation of young boys, young girls now that want to be part of that green and white army?
Yeah, I think, I get asked that question a lot, and I always say, that's what it's all about, and on Tuesday night, I was just thinking of every young girl and boy sitting at home watching that game, and how the whole country was behind us, and we really, really felt the support. People couldn't be in the ground, but we really felt the support coming from everybody. And I just really thought about, that little girl sat at home watching that, and how inspired she must feel to know, that could be me in 5-10 years time. And just, we're paving the way, and what we've just done for football in Northern Ireland is monumental. Now this will be a massive turning point for the game back home. So it's a fantastic moment for women's football in Northern Ireland.
It's huge, and obviously you scored a goal in the first leg as well. What did it feel like when you scored that goal? And I just want to get the grasp of what your emotions were at that full time as well. Like you said, it was one of the best moments of your life, and I know a lot of the team feel the same way. It was just wonderful to see. You're still on cloud nine, aren't you?
Yeah, massively so. And we went out there, and we lost a key player so early on in the game as well, and we were up 1-0, and then they came back 1-1. We're away from home, and we know just how important getting away goals are in playoff games like that. And to get the winner out there, that's a fantastic feeling. But when the full-time whistle went out over there, it was so hard. You really did want to celebrate, but you had to hold back because you knew there was another 90 minutes, a huge 90 minutes still left to play. And that in between phase, you had to just kind of try and focus and compose yourself. And try and almost forget about the first game, because there was still such a long way to go. And it was just kind of like I just wanted to play the game immediately so that we could, we could know where we're at. And then obviously when we got out there on the pitch on Tuesday night and we got food for the game, I was like, we've got this game. And then obviously we scored the 2 goals. And then when the referee blew the whistle at the end, just there were no words. Like, I think I just burst into tears at the end, started looking for words. And we were all just like, we could not believe what we had just achieved. I know the new rankings came out today, but we were ranked like 59th in the world. And, we almost achieved the impossible dream. And it was outstanding what we overcome. We had to overcome so many barriers, so many injuries, doing all this in the middle of this pandemic, and to come out the other side and qualify. It's just, there's actually no words. I think our manager said they need to make a movie on this.
Now then, Tom Cannon pinches it down this right-hand side for Everton. Hasn't really been involved a great deal, Tom Cannon. He is now, though, infield to Stanley Mills. Whittaker just couldn't take it with him. Can he get a shot away? No, it's blocked. It'll fall for McAllister, and he finds the back of the net, and Everton take the lead in the 35th minute of the game. Sean McAllister, the goal scorer. Chelsea 0, Everton 1.
Absolutely superb. Good defending to start off with. Nicked the ball, Tom Cannon, broke down the right-hand side.
Keeper got a hand to it, but he wasn't keeping that out. And Sean McAllister, 18 years of age, finds the back of the net for Everton, and didn't enjoy it, and quite like to. Fiabella for Chelsea, the substitute. He's a big unit as well, isn't he? Lays it off to Vale. Vale digs out the cross into the penalty area, and there's the goal from Joe Haig. Chelsea a level. Little dink into the penalty area from the left-hand side of the box, and Joe Haig, England under-16 international, nodded it into the empty net.
Really difficult for Thierry Smalls to be able to defend with someone coming over the top of him, but be disappointed with that, Everton.
Webster, great foot in. Now, chance for Everton to break. Chelsea have got men forward. Rafa Garcia picks it up for the Toffees. Charlie Whittaker busting a gut to get inside the penalty area. Garcia brings it in field, overruns it. Shooting chance, straight at... Oh, it's gone in! It's in the back of the net. Sean McAllister's shot has squirmed under the goalkeeper. Chelsea players fall to the ground, and Everton lead by 2-1 in the most bizarre circumstances. McAllister's effort lacked power, and it squirms under the goalkeeper. Well, if you don't buy a ticket, you won't win the raffle, and he shot for goal. Welcome back to Walton Hall Park for the second half here, FA Cup fourth round. Both managers have rung the changes. Two substitutions for Everton. Chantel Boy-Halorka is on, and so is Nicole Sorensen. They have replaced Grace Clinton and Alicia Lehman. What's the thought process there, do you think, Danielle?
I think they'll be looking to use Shiny's pace in the number 9 position and look to help break down this Durham resolute defence. And then I think Nico, on the right, is very direct, very positive, and hopefully she'll get some good combinations with Hayley down that right hand side.
There wasn't a great deal wrong with the first half performance. Willie, I suppose, is just shaking things up, just as you say, to try and break them down. Yeah,
I think we kind of just need to inject a bit of pace, a bit of urgency, and do things a little bit quicker. As I say, Durham have been very resolute and difficult to break down, and we've struggled to find a way to create clear-cut chances as of now. So hopefully that'll change second half.
Durham will also run the changes. Abby Holmes is on for the visitors. Oh, early chance in the opening seconds. The ball just wouldn't come out of Molly Sharp's feet, thankfully, and the chance appears to have gone. Heppel, Sharp again with the effort, and it's gone in. It's found the top left-hand corner. It's a wonderful finish by Molly Sharp, and would you believe it, inside the opening 30 seconds of the second period, Durham have taken the lead here at Walton Hall Park, and Everton are still in the dressing room.
Yeah, they are. It's definitely not the start that Willie or the team would have wanted coming out into the second half, but an absolutely fantastic start from Durham. They were on the front foot, a little bit of a ricochet, and thought the chance might have gone at one point, but it's a fantastic finish into the top corner.
Well, Everton 0, Durham 1. Not the start of the second half we wanted. We were hoping that the two changes that Willie Kirk had made would make the difference in an offensive way for Everton, but Durham have taken the lead and they will smell blood now. Here's Nicole Sorensen. Wouldn't it be lovely to hit back straight away? Not the best ball in though from the Danish international, and it's a throw in for Everton.
Yeah, I hope this will kick a bit more urgency into the girls now and hopefully get ourselves back into this game as quickly as possible.
Nobody saw that coming, did they?
No, but Durham will feel that's a fantastic start for them, and they now have a lead and something to hold on to. And it's up to now the girls to try and get back into this game.
Got to be patient, haven't we? Because there's still 44 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's certainly a long way to go. It's the start of the second half, so there's plenty of time. So we need to not get frustrated if that goal doesn't come in the next 10 minutes. But definitely need to step it up now.
I wonder if that'll change the way Durham play, whether they'll be a little bit more defensive, because they did seem to be quite happy to let Heaven have a lot of the ball in the first half. Yeah, they did. We had a lot of the ball, but just weren't doing anything with it. And now, as I say, Durham have got something to hold on to. So whether that means they sit back even more now, I'm not. We'll soon find out. No shortage of Durham staff at the game here today. I rather suspect some of them might not be staff. Might be one or two supporters in Durham tracksuits. But whoever they are, they'll be absolutely delighted with the start they've made to this second half.
Yeah, they will. Lee Sanders will be very pleased with that. It's just the start that Durham would have wanted.
Here they go again. Molly Sharp, the goal scorer. Thankfully the pass is behind Ellie Christen. What we mustn't do, Danielle, is in our pursuit of an equaliser concede another goal.
Yeah, definitely. Durham's tails will be up, and it looks like they nearly created another opportunity there. So that's something that we've got to be aware of and stay solid at the back.
Poppy Pattinson wins a throw-in for Everton. A shell-shocked Everton. I'm the same as you. I thought the chance had gone at 10 seconds on the clock when Molly Sharp first broke through, but the eventual finish was as sweet as a nut, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fantastic strike into the top far corner. Sandy McKeever couldn't really do anything about that.
Well, Nicole Sorensen And Chantal Boyhalorka, on a substitute, didn't even have time to touch the ball before Durham had taken the lead. But there is still plenty of time to go. Claire Emsley, Pattinson, Boyhalorka tries the reverse ball, but Durham win a throw in. Catherine Hill. Sarah Wilson will take this throw in for Durham. Headed in field by Claire Emsley to Lucy Gray, but the little flick doesn't come off. Got to keep our shape and not get ragged here. The players have got to appreciate that there is a long, long way to go.
Yeah, there is. We can't get too frustrated and, you know, get on top of each other. We've got to, you know, stick together and hopefully get ourselves back into this game.
Wilson, Catherine Hill, all the way back to Megan Borthwick. 50 minutes on the clock here at Walton Hall Park. And the team from the Championship are in the lead. Here's Jill Scott. She won't be panicking, that's for sure. Neither will Izzy Christensen. Poppy Pattinson on this near side. Into the channel for Lucy Graham. Izzy Christensen. Good movement by Claire Emsley. Touches it to Jill Scott. Better from Everton. Moving the ball quickly. Moving the ball sweetly. Hayley Rasso wide to Meg Finnegan. Can she get the cross in? Yes, she can. Great cross. Fumbled by the goalkeeper and prodded into the empty net by Poppy Pattinson. And Everton are level. It's a disastrous moment for the Durham goalkeeper, but we won't worry too much about that because the Toffees are level within 6 minutes of falling behind. And Poppy Pattinson doesn't get many, but she was in the right place at the right time to prod that one. And here's the replay, Dan.
Yeah, much better play from us, you know. Claire found herself in some good spaces centrally, and we've worked the ball out to Nico on the right hand side, and good delivery into the box, and you know, Poppy's there at the right place at the right time to put the ball in the net.
Great ball in from Nicole Sorensen. Keeper flaps it, and Poppy Pattinson couldn't miss. One apiece, and hopefully lesson learned.
Yeah, definitely it was a sloppy start to the second half from us, and yeah, going a goal behind wasn't ideal. So yeah, hopefully it's a wake-up call that we needed, and we can go on to get a few more goals now.
Willie will be made up as well, an assist to one of his substitutes. Vindication.
Yeah, you know, within 5 minutes of the second half, she's got an assist to her name. So yeah, good start from Nico in the second half, I think.
Sandy McIver looking for the run of Claire Emsley. Well watched by Catherine Hill. Sorensen cushions the header towards Boyhalorka. Rasso gets it back, nearly gets it back again. Izzy Christensen picks it up for Everton. This is much more like it. Sorensen into the path of Claire Emsley. Can she get a cross in? Yes, she can. And that time Megan Borthwick, the Durham goalkeeper, is a bit more decisive and grabs it safely.
Yeah, it's a lot better from us now that we're moving the ball at a much better pace and more urgency, and yeah, moving the ball quicker. And
what was it like to score the first goal here, Dan?
Bittersweet because we lost the game, but obviously it's fantastic for me having been at this club for so long. I don't get many goals these days, so yeah, it was a rare header as well. So that was nice. And
we'd waited so long for the girls to get a home of their own, so that makes it even more special, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know, we've been at 3 or 4 grounds over as many years, to be honest with you. So it's nice just to be so close to the city centre as well in Liverpool, and hopefully in that now we can get a big, strong core of fans that could come week in, week out, and really build a fan base and a fortress here.
I think it's important that we're close to Goodison Park as well, do you?
Yeah, definitely, just down the road now. You know, having been in Widnes, Southport, doesn't have the same feel to it as it does when you're close to the city centre, and as you say, Goodison. So yeah, it's a great relocation for us.
That's a peach of a free kick into the box, headed away by Jill Scott. Some of the delivery from wide areas from both sides this afternoon, Danielle, has been absolutely top draw.
Yeah, it has been really good, and I think both teams, you know, especially us, we had a few chances from set pieces in the first half. Feel like we should have done better with them and scored 1 or 2 goals.
Throw in for Durham again on this right-hand side. Sloppy take the short throw in, and the throw gets caught offside. Lee Sanders, the Durham manager, will not be pleased with that. And you can see there's a bit of urgency to Everton. We're in a rush, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely picked up the pace and the ball speed.
Izzy Christensen. Gabby George. It was important to hit back quickly, wasn't it? And not let the goal fester and not let any sort of panic set in.
Yeah, it was. It's important. You know, you get a reaction when you concede a goal, and you know, I'm sure Durham, the longer it had gone on, Durham would have gained even more confidence and momentum from that. So it was great that we've responded really quickly.
One apiece here. Walton Hall Park, 55 minutes on the clock. Extra time and penalties, don't forget. The longer it goes on, the more the girls will be thinking about that, won't they?
They will, yeah. I'm sure we'll be hoping that it doesn't come down to that and the girls can get the job done in the 90 minutes.
Would you be taking one if you were out there and it went to penalties?
I'd let a few of the other girls go first, to be honest with you.
About the 8th or 9th.
But, you know, if it was necessary, I'd step up. But
well, that was all a bit unnecessary. Bit silly by Ellie Kristen, who just flung the ball at Poppy Pattinson for no reason whatsoever. Little peak of temper from Ellie Kristen. A little bit unnecessary, a little bit of out of character of the game so far. Pattinson takes the throw in and throws it back to Gabby George. It was a little bit petulant, wasn't it?
yeah, I don't think that was very necessary. Not sure what that was about.
I'm all for a little bit of argy-bargy, but not like that. A bit silly, that. Here she comes again. Poppy Pattinson does well to lay it off, and Gabby George plays it back to Sandy McIver. Been at Durham for 7 years, Ellie Kristen. Now then, what can Chantel Boyhalorka do on that right-hand side? Gets a lovely cross inside the penalty area, and again it's got to be attacked. Chased down by Claire Emsley, keeps it in on this left-hand side. Poppy Pattinson in support. Good ball to pick out Izzy Christensen, but Izzy gets the shot all wrong and it spins away. But the girls who were putting these lovely balls into the penalty area, that was a beauty from Chantel Boyhalorka. Will be frustrated and maybe a little bit piqued that there's nobody on the end of these.
Yeah, another good delivery. I'm not sure if Claire got a little nudge out of the way.
Superb ball.
Two defenders around her, but we need to try and get numbers on the box and get on the end of these crosses.
Goal kick, Megan Borthwick. Haley Rasso finds Meg Finnegan. Claire Emsley sets off on a run. Meg Finnegan was looking for Claire Emsley, I think. Spotted the run. Good vision, but bounces through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Claire's fantastic at making those runs. And I think that one's just a little bit overhit and runs through straight to the goalkeeper.
Player down. I think it's Becky Salicki who's down over on the far side. Needs a bit of treatment. Word from Willie Kirk there to Poppy Pattinson is that don't get involved, just laugh at her.
Yeah, probably something like that.
It's important to keep the discipline. Try anything in a cup tie though, I suppose. And here's another substitution for Durham. And Becky Salicki will play no further part in this game. She's been replaced by the experienced Sarah Robson, who has seen action in Iceland and America and is yet another former Sunderland player.
Yeah, it's a good replacement to have Sarah's got a wealth of experience, and she's just recently been involved in the Northern Ireland squad that's just qualified for the Euros for the first time, so it's a fantastic substitution for Durham to make.
Did Simone McGill come back with a spring in her step from that international break?
Yeah, she came back absolutely buzzing. She's still on a high, I think. She was absolutely exhausted for the monumental effort that they put in. But yeah, it's a fantastic achievement for Northern Ireland.
It's absolutely terrific, isn't it? And you could see what it meant to the players, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, you see all the celebration of the pitch. I felt like a Northern Ireland fan myself, supporting Simone, and yeah, just to come and see it coming back into camp, so happy and buzzing. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Poppy Pattinson does well to pick out Chantal Boy-Halorka. Tries Wilson for pace, but Sarah Wilson's got bags of experience. And then Kristen kicks the ball rather needlessly out of play. And it'll be a corner kick for Everton on this left-hand side. And chance for Claire Emsley again to put one of those lovely corners right into the mix.
Yeah, it's another opportunity for one of Claire's deliveries, and hopefully we can get on one at the end of these this time.
Jill Scott, Chantal Boy-Halorka, Meg Finnegan, Gabby George, Lucy Graham, all in there, all waiting towards the back stick. Finnegan wins the first header, Jill Scott the second, and it hits the foot of the post. Well, it seemed to be in the air for an awful long time, and Jill Scott was, in the end, rather unfortunate that didn't creep in the bottom corner.
Yeah, that was close. I think everybody looked to crowd the goalkeeper there, and Meg does well to help it back across the goal from the back post. And as we can see now, I think Jill's effort just hit the foot of the post and
I think so.
Out of play.
Well, you singled out Meg Finnegan as being somebody who can be dominant in the air, and she did really well there, didn't she, to keep that one alive?
She does. The couple of times she's gotten on the end of one, I think she might be disappointed not to score first half, but does well on that occasion to get the ball back across the box.
Here's Poppy Pattinson for Everton. Back to Gabby George. Past the hour mark here at Walton Hall Park. Everton certainly haven't had things all our own way. Having to come from behind to level the score. Robson curls it forward. And Hayley Rasso will try and see the ball out of play. Didn't manage it, but she picks up the second ball, plays it forward to Jill Scott. Bit too casual from Jill Scott. Izzy Christensen foraging away for possession. It's all very scrappy, like a pinball machine in there. And eventually Christensen squeezes it wide to Poppy Pattinson, and she plays it back to Sandy McIver. Russell to Jill Scott. Says to Sorensen, get after that, and she's got the pace to get there as well. Put the afterburners on to get away from Robson. Didn't really make the best of it.
No, she did well to use the pace to get there, but I think couldn't then quite get the ball under control.
Hill. Borthwick clears their lines. Hayley Rasso lets it bounce over her shoulder. Bridget Galloway closed down by Meg Finnegan. And Meg Finnegan has actually won the throw-in over on the far side. Craig just took it high off the ball momentarily, and that was enough to see it roll through. I think we start getting people forward, show a bit more conviction. I think this game's here for the taking.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't the start we wanted to the second half, but since we went a goal down, it kicked us into gear and responded really well quickly, and the gear has gone up a bit since then. And yeah, now we just keep needing to move the ball quick, and I'm sure more chances will come.
Well, Durham have only lost one game in their last 18 in all competitions, and that was at home to runaway leaders Leicester City, so they do come here in good form.
Yeah, you can see why they've been difficult to break down.
That's a lovely touch from Emsley to Boy-Halorka. Boy-Halorka goes for goal. I'm not sure that was the right decision. Would have been a special effort to beat the goalkeeper from there. And another opportunity goes begging.
Yeah, maybe Shani should have looked to bring others into play there.
Just a reminder that the winners will play Chelsea, who beat the London City Lionesses 5-0 yesterday in the 4th round of the FA Cup, and are currently the leaders of the Women's Super League. So if Everton do get through, the draw for the 5th round could not have been more unkind.
No, it's definitely a tough draw in the next round, but you know, should we get through this round today, you know, we beat Chelsea in last season's competition. So it certainly can be done, but you know, we've still got a task on hand here today to make sure that we get through to that next round.
Absolutely. Every Everton team seems to have suffered with an unlucky draw this season. The first team got Manchester City in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. The youth team under the guidance of Paul Tate and Keith Southern have done remarkably well to get past Manchester City away and then Chelsea away, and now have West Brom away. And just for guidance, West Bromwich Albion beat Tottenham 5-0 to progress through to the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup. So if the Everton youngsters are to progress through to the FA Youth Cup final, they are certainly doing it the hard way. Sandy McIver. Gabby George. Pattinson to Emsley, back to Christensen. Good pressing from Durham.
Yeah, Durham holding a nice shape here.
Yeah. They've got their sights set on penalties, haven't they?
Yeah, they might
certainly
nice very well have.
Everyone have got to be patient. There's still 25 minutes to go here. Gabby George, that's a beautiful ball to Emsley. Cross comes Catherine Hill to tidy up. Under pressure from Claire Emsley, Catherine Hill concedes the throw in. She was the North East Player of the Year a couple of seasons ago. Catherine Hill, plenty of experience. It's an experienced side, this Durham lineup, so they'll know how to see a game out.
Yeah, definitely in that back line as well. Plenty of experience, you know, with Sarah Wilson leading the line.
Schoolgirl error. Nothing like a throw-in.
Yeah, that's two that we've had now, foul throws. We need to not get sloppy in that situation.
Throw-in for Durham. Sarah Winslow will take it. Headed straight out of play though by the goal scorer Molly Sharp. It'll be a throw-in for Everton. Let's hope Poppy Pattinson can do better. That's it. Back to Gabby George. Finnegan. Jill Scott plays the dummy that not only fooled the Durham midfield player, fooled everybody else as well. Molly Lambert. Well, Durham are getting a bit sloppy as well. Pattinson takes the long throw. Lovely first touch by Claire Emsley. Is there an end product here for Everton? Emsley wins a corner. Good stuff from Everton. Nice and quick, nice and sharp.
Yeah, good thinking from Poppy there to, you know, hit Claire down the line, and we've won another corner.
Claire Emsley will take this corner. Low trajectory, headed away at the near post. Sorensen will let the ball bounce on the edge of the penalty area. There's a player down inside the 6-yard box. I think it's Beth Heppel again. She's been in the wars today. And once again, a bit of treatment is needed.
Yeah, that corner seemed to take the wind out of her, I think, a bit, and took a blow to the head.
Don't take any chances these days, even though the ball was there to be won on the edge of the penalty area. The referee had no option but to bring play to a halt. Where's the inspiration coming from, Danielle? Where's the winning goal coming from?
I think we need to keep, you know, look to get Nico and Claire released down these sides, and as you say, we put some great deliveries into the box, so if we can keep continuing to do that and then, you know, getting the numbers in there, I'm sure we'll find a way that way.
Well, 21.5 minutes plus added time, and there will be a bit of added time at the end of this second half. Beth Heppel In through the ranks at Durham to play regularly for the first team. Regular goal scorer as well. Has to leave the field before she can come back on again, and play will restart with the bounce ball that Megan Borthwick will pick up for Durham. Hayley Russell keeps it in on that far side for Everton. Back in field to Sorensen. Here's Izzy Christensen. Decent ball in, headed away by Robson. Put back towards the penalty area by Pattinson. Headed away by Robson again. Nice first touch by Bridget Galloway. Good football this from Durham. Here comes Molly Sharp for the visitors. Slides it into the path of Galloway. Bobby Pattinson just shepherds it away from goal. Galloway does well though. Another substitution. "17 replacing 10, says the substitutes board, of which there isn't one, so it's number 10 is coming on and 11, Bridget Galloway, is off. Well, Dee Bradley was on my team sheet, the official team sheet that I saw. I don't know whether you know that, if that is Dee Bradley or not. It certainly hasn't got Bradley on the back of his shirt, Dan.
Definitely not. I think they've got that one wrong there.
Well, the official team sheet that was filled in by the Durham people is right in front of me, and they've got 10 as Dee Bradley. So if they've got that wrong, they could be in a bit of trouble. You hand your team sheet into the referee on it's an official Football Association team sheet, and you put the wrong player in, you could be in a spot of bother, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the situation is there.
Just hope she doesn't see much of the ball, because she's getting Dee Bradley when she does.
Unless for some reason she's wearing the wrong shirt.
Yeah. Well, there's every chance, because some of the Durham players have got their names on the back and others haven't. Boy Halorka heads it back, but only as far as Molly Lambert. Great interception by Hayley Rasso. Now chance for Everton to break. We've got numerical supremacy. Edge of the penalty area. Shooting chance for Boy Halorka. Didn't get hold of it. And a comfortable save by the goalkeeper. Good break though.
Yeah, it's another opportunity. Shani probably expected to do better there. She's got a great strike on her, so, you know, didn't really trouble the keeper in the end.
Poppy Pattinson just sees the ball out. She's a weir sider herself, Poppy Pattinson, so she'll enjoy putting one over on Durham. Gabby George can't find Pattinson. Intercepted by Kristen. Kristen carries it forward. Gabby George pulls her back. Play on, says the referee. It's tidied up by Hayley Rasso, but I think the referee will want to speak to Gabby George when the ball next goes out of play. Gabby took one for the team there, didn't she, trying to break the move down?
Yeah, she did. Not sure if the referee will have a word, as you say, when the play stops, but we'll see. She might get away with it.
She might get away with it. Looked a yellow card offence, but hopefully it'll slip the referee's mind by the time the ball next goes out of play. Here is Gabby George. Chipped forward into the penalty area. Chantel Boy-Halorka chases after it. Megan Borthwick gets there first, and we've got 17 minutes for somebody to snatch a winning goal here. We weren't expecting extra time, Danielle, were we?
No, I think we were expecting the girls to get the job done in the 90 minutes, but, you know, it's not gone all our way so far, and Durham's still well in this game and evenly poised at 1-1 at the minute.
Robson. Amy Holmes. Put in by Sorensen to Jill Scott. Can she mastermind something for Everton in these closing quarter of an hour or so and see the Blues safely through to the next round. Good play by Pattinson, carrying the ball forward for Everton. Needs a bit of support now. Can't find Claire Emsley. Catherine Hill is there again. She's defended well today. Kristen infield to Molly Sharp. Closed down again. Beth Heppel. Christensen's in there for Everton. Neat footwork by Jill Scott, and Claire Emsley tidies it up and plays it back to Meg Finnegan. Rosso. Izzy Christensen. They're a very well organised team, Durham, Danielle, aren't they?
Yeah, very. They're difficult to break down. As I say, they've got a wealth of experience in that back line. They've played together for plenty of games, so they certainly know how to, you know, they've got those relationships at the back, and yeah, very difficult team to break down.
Finnegan. Wide to Poppy Pattinson. Poor ball by Pattinson, cleared away. Picked up by Gabby George. Christensen. We're not getting it wide at the moment, are we? We're trying to play through the middle and it's just not happening.
Yeah, we're forcing a little bit centrally. And, you know, our strengths come from our wide area play and, you know, with Nico and Claire out there. So we'll be looking to get the ball out to them a bit more.
The referees just remembered about the foul that Gabby George committed 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think she got away without a yellow card there.
Absolutely. The gap was just too long, wasn't it, for a yellow card to be issued?
Yeah, I'd forgot about it, to be honest.
So would I. Meg Finnegan. 14 minutes to go. Where's it going to come from? Where's the inspiration? Where's the winning goal going to come from for Everton in this FA Cup 4th round? Meg Finnegan to Scott. Wide to Hayley Rasso, who's gone all Aussie rules again with their Everton top. Finnegan looks to switch the play. It'll be headed away by Kristen. Poppy Pattinson will just see the ball out of play. Good strength from Poppy Pattinson. Be careful with the throw in. Gabby George to Finnegan. Izzy Christensen again. Nice control by Sorensen. Can she find the pass? No. Everton have given the ball away far too often in this second half. We've not been as fluent as we were in the opening 45 minutes. Hayley Rasso picks it up for the Blues. To Finnegan. Just no way through at the moment, is there?
No, Durham are standing strong.
Yeah. We've got to be more careful with the ball, though. We're giving it away too cheaply, aren't we?
Yeah, we've been a bit sloppy the last few minutes. Yep. But Durham are defending well and intercepting really well. But yeah, we just need to be a little bit tidier, I think.
Sandy McIver brings the ball out of her penalty area. Gabby George takes over. Rasso. Claire Emsley. Again, Everton can't get the ball in the penalty area. Because you get the impression, Dan, that one will be enough. One opportunity, take it, bingo, and you're through.
Yeah, I think so. With just over 10 minutes to play plus extra time, I think, you know, the next goal might be the winning goal.
Sandy's hardly touched the ball since picking it out the back of the net, has she, in fairness?
No, she's not really had much to do this second half since the goal. You know, it's been all us, but as I say, we need to be a bit tidier in possession, I think, and I think it's died down a little bit the last few minutes, so just really need to inject that pace again and try and create some more chances.
Megan Borthwick, the Durham goalkeeper, just being treated. Play will restart with a throw in for Everton over on the right hand side. 11 minutes to go. There will be some added time. We're trying to get to the bottom of this change. The Durham number 10 has not got the name Bradley on the back of her jersey, but we've had confirmation that it is D. Bradley. Well, we hope it's D. Bradley anyway. Apologies to apologies to any friends or family of the Durham number 10 who's watching. And Megan Borthwick looks in a bad way over there on the far side.
Yeah, she doesn't look to be moving too great. She's looking a bit gingerly at the minute, but hopefully she'll be okay.
Well, Durham have only named 5 substitutes, and can't see a goalkeeper warming up on this near side, so not sure what the situation is, whether they've gambled on not bringing a substitute goalkeeper. But all's fair in love and war, and Everton should just pop one high into the penalty area here. Here it comes. Hayley Rasso, headed goalwards by Lucy Graham and headed over. And it'll be a goal kick for Durham. Jill Scott wins it. Lambert hooked forward by Lauren Briggs. Then by Jill Scott. Controlled nicely by Chantel Boy-Halorka. Throw in for Durham. Sarah Wilson takes it. Held on by Kristen. Izzy Christensen does well to win the ball. Jill Scott, great footwork by Scott. Sorensen in field to Boy-Halorka, but Boy-Halorka can't keep it. Jill Scott picks up the loose ball, but Boy-Halorka is penalised for a free kick. And with 8 minutes to go, it is still stalemate here at Walton Hall Park. Everton 1, Durham 1. Catherine Hill takes the free kick. Pattinson gets a whack on the back of the head. It's going to be a free kick for the Toffees, and Poppy's been flattened by that one.
Yeah, she did well to win the header there, but looks like she got clattered right in the back of the head. It'll be a sore one for Poppy, that.
She was brave because I think she knew that she was about to get clattered. Here we go. High ball. She's done well to win that. D. Bradley, we think it was. Certainly the number 10 for Durham. And another break in play. And the breaks in play are quite necessary, but they haven't helped the flow of the game, have they, in this second half?
No, there's been a few stoppages with head injuries and the goalkeeper for Durham, so it's killed the momentum a little bit.
Durham look as if they'll be happy to see this out. There'll be an extra half hour, and if that doesn't separate the teams, there will be penalty kicks. Can Everton find a winning goal in the last 7 minutes? Well, there'll be at least 5 minutes of added time. So there's plenty of time if the Toffees can fashion an opportunity in front of goal. Finnegan driving forward for Everton. Wide to Hayley Rasso. Closed down by Abby Holmes. Throw in. Rasso takes it quickly, looking for the run of Emsley. Goal kick.
Yeah, I've noticed Claire and Nico have swapped sides as well. I'm not sure that was intentionally or it's just happened with the run of play, but might be something a little different.
It's time to try anything, isn't it, really? Good win by Jill Scott. Holmes, though, prods it back. Can Chantel Boy-Holoka get there? No. Finnegan. Safely back to Sandy McIver. Pattinson. Good ball into the channel. Good run by Lucy Graham. Now, is this the moment? Lucy Graham down by the corner flag on this left-hand side. Holds it up and plays it back to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to get to the byline, get a cross in. Corner kick for Everton. Get the Alamo forward.
Another corner. Can we make this one count?
They've all been good deliveries. We just haven't attacked the ball well enough in the danger zone. Meg Finnegan goes forward. Gabby George goes forward. Claire Emsley's delivery has been spot on in this game so far, and so is that. It's in the air, it's headed away. Finnegan kicked off the line. Would you believe it? It's a good clearance, but these corners from Claire Emsley are causing trouble now.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Another header from Meg Finnegan, but I think it was Abby Holmes on the line. Does tremendously well to get that over the bar.
Here's the replay. Yeah, Finnegan, it's heading for goal. Good clearance, and it was Abby Holmes. Good spot. Corner kick again. In swinger, low this time. Abby Holmes is there again. Picked up by Hayley Rasso. Can't get a shot away. Izzy Christensen will chase it down. Throw in for Everton. 5 minutes plus added time to go. Sandy McIver. Not what was needed. Straight down the middle.
No.
Straight out of play.
A little bit too straight, that ball from Sandy. I think she was looking for Nico on this near left side, but yeah, as I say, a little bit too straight, and it's went out straight for a goal kick.
And anything that breaks up play will be hungrily gathered up by Durham. And Megan Borthwick's going to take as long as she possibly can over her goal kicks. Briggs headed out of play on this near side. Throw in for Everton again. There's another injury. Back of the head.
Yeah, another head injury.
Durham Physio's earned their money today, hasn't she?
Yeah, she definitely has. She's an ex-player as well for Durham. The Durham Physio have played against her numerous times, so she's good to see that she stayed within the club.
Yeah, good to see. Like to see former players stick around. Certainly the Everton way. Down at Finch Farm with your David Unsworths and John Ebrels and Franny Jeffers and now Leighton Baines, of course. And Lauren Briggs, who's in her second spell at Durham, either side of a spell at Sunderland, makes her way to the sidelines, a little bit gingerly. Throw in for Everton. Pattinson throws it back to Sandy McIver. To Finnegan. Infield to Izzy Christensen. Gabby George. Christensen again. That could be a great ball if it reaches Emsley. It does reach Emsley. And again, Everton can't make the best of it. And again, Abby Holmes is there to kick it behind for a corner kick. Well, we said very early in the game, Dan, didn't we, that we hoped we wouldn't rue these missed chances, and it looks like we are.
Yeah, it was a fantastic ball from Izzy there. Claire trying to pay it back inside to Shani, but again, the Durham defence does well to clear for a corner.
Any goal now will be the winner. Emsley takes the corner. Great corner. Nobody there again for Everton. Shooting chance on the turn. It's blocked. Reaches Sorensen. Sorensen's shot is blocked. Hayley Rasso. And there's a player down again. And again, the physio is on her feet. And I think this is getting a bit tactical now, Danielle.
Yeah, it seems to be happening a number of occasions. Just killing our flow. When we get an opportunity to put the ball back in the box, obviously it's
Surely
important.
we don't have to give that ball back. In a million years do we have to give that ball back. The referee can bounce it, but Everton will have possession. Emsley. A lot of Durham players thought they were going to get the ball and had ventured forward. Picked up by Izzy Christensen. Good footwork by Izzy Christensen. Wide it goes to Emsley. Again, back to Izzy. Can Izzy get the ball into the penalty area? It's a good ball in, and I can't get a head on it. And it goes out for a goal kick, and another Everton move ends too tamely.
Yeah, I think Shani was having to stretch that one. She's travelling backwards to try and generate the power to goal, and just heads wide.
Into the 90th minute we go. Borthwick comes off Jill Scott. Goes out of play on this near side. Kristen takes the throw in, finds Beth Heppel. She'll be happy to keep the ball on this near side, down this Durham right. Kristen wins another throw-in. Time ebbing away. It's all down to the fourth official now and how much time she wants to add on. Can Everton fashion one more opportunity? There'll be 5 minutes of added time. Jill Scott plays it to Claire Emsley. Emsley back to Scott again. Great ball by Scott. Hayley Rasso on the right-hand side. Everton pouring forward. Rasso's cross. Must be. And it's there! There's the goal from Nicole Sorensen. Everton lead by 2-1 in added time. It was another great ball into the danger zone. Nicole Sorensen was there, and Everton finally, hopefully, have put this cup tie to bed. Danielle Turner.
Yeah, we finally made one of those deliveries pay. And Nico getting in there at the back post, we say it's a massive part of our game that wingers have to be there at the back post, and there she is to put the ball into the roof of the net. But it was good play initially, I think, from Jill, and Hayley gets in on the right side, and it's a good teasing ball. Delivery and high into the roof of the net from Nico, and that's a massive killer blow for Durham.
Here's Hayley Rasso. It was a great ball by Jill Scott to find Hayley Rasso. That is difficult to defend, and so is that.
Yeah,
I thought the chance had gone when was it Lucy Graham that didn't get the decisive touch inside the 6-yard box, and just for a split second I thought Nicole had put it too high. But it's into the roof of the net, and Everton can now manage this game away. Chelsea await in the next round. Oh, Everton have given away a free kick. Surely not. Surely not. We've seen some dramatic endings in the last couple of weeks on Everton TV, be it on YouTube, on the Facebook channel. Last gasp winner for the youth team at Manchester City. Last gasp winner for the same boys at Chelsea. Now a stoppage time goal for Everton in the Women's FA Cup 4th round. But wait, this tie is not over. It's another good delivery. Good headed away. Shooting chance. Well blocked. Appeals for a penalty. Strong appeals for a penalty not given. And Claire Emsley will have to just try and keep hold of the ball here for Everton. She can't do so. I tell you what, I'm glad we haven't got VAR.
Yeah,
because they were strong appeals for a penalty kick, and we'll be able to see a replay of that. It was a very, very well struck shot.
Yeah, difficult to see from where we're positioned, so I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, very strong appeals from Durham, and yeah, the referee's not giving anything.
See if we can see the replay here. We can. It's a great ball in. No, don't think it was.
That hits Meg's chest.
That's great defending by Meg Finnegan. That super defending. Free kick deep into stoppage time. Hill. That's a good ball in there as well. Headed away by Poppy Pattinson, and Durham, who have showed very little ambition since scoring in the opening minutes of the second half, all of a sudden have got Everton on the back foot. Briggs. Anywhere will do for the Toffees. Now then, Izzy Christensen keeps the ball. Emsley forward for Boy Halorka. Boy Halorka tries to spin away, but good defending by Molly Lambert. And Borthwick has completely sliced the clearance. Jill Scott has possession inside the penalty area, and Jill Scott will find Chantel Boy Halorka, who's offside. Didn't need to be.
Yeah, looking to put the game to bed there, but Shani seems to have just strayed into an offside position. It won't count.
Megan Borthwick got away with it. Referee checks her watch. Everton 2, Durham 1. Another good ball forward from Hill. Good header away by Gabby George. It'll be picked up though. Fed wide to Amy Holmes, who's done such good defensive work since coming on for Durham. Here comes the forward ball again. Route 1 stuff. Briggs heads it into the air. Lucy Graham heads it away. Boy Halorka can't get there first. Catherine Hill will pick it up again for Durham. These are a long 5 minutes of added time for Evertonians. Hill spreads a wonderful ball wide on this near side to Kristen. She helps it on to Beth Heppel. Beth Heppel chips the ball into the penalty area. Everton have got to win it and don't, and it's just wide of the post. Heart in the mouth then. For a second I thought that was creeping in.
Yeah, it's really well worked by Durham there.
Great football.
Great switch to his right hand side and great delivery into the box, and so close. Was it Molly Sharp again at the back post? I'm not sure.
It's a clever header.
Yeah, tried
over
to
the
go
keeper.
back across goal as Sandy's coming the opposite way, but just wide of the post.
It's not far away. Should Durham have showed a bit more ambition, because when they've gone for it here in the last 5 minutes, they've had us rocking.
I think they've done relatively well. Obviously got a great goal at the start of the second half, and you know, they've defended resolutely and well, and I think it was just a killer blow in the first few minutes of added time where Nico's managed to get in the back post. But I think overall Durham have done really well today.
Yeah, they have. They've done themselves proud. Pattinson. Claire Ramsey couldn't control it. Volleyed forward by Wilson. Gabby George will make it hers. Good defensive header. And there is the final whistle. It took a while. We left it late, but we got there in the end. Danielle Turner.
Yeah, we certainly made it difficult. I think, you know, first half we had a lot of the ball but weren't quite creating much, and then obviously start of the second half, Durham got a fantastic start, going a goal ahead, and we managed to respond quickly, and yeah, managed as well to get the winner in added time. So yeah, we made it difficult for ourselves. I think Durham defended absolutely brilliantly and did really well. They created some good chances themselves and close to an equaliser at the end, but yeah, got the job done in the end and into the next round.
All's well that ends well. My thanks to Danielle Turner alongside me, who had never done it before, but did you enjoy it more than you thought you would?
I did, to be honest, Darren. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. Bit of hearts and mouths at the end watching. It's difficult not to scream, but yeah, enjoyed my experience.
We've enjoyed your company. Thanks for your wonderful insight this afternoon. It's finished at Walton Hall Park in the 4th round of the Women's FA Cup. Everton 2, Durham 1.
Wow, well, what a dramatic end to the game that was. What a dramatic 45 that was. But I'm delighted to be joined by Poppy Pattinson, who scored the first goal for Everton and got us back in the tie. Poppy, that was your first goal for Everton. That was your first goal in Royal Blue. How did it feel? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, amazing. Obviously, great to get my first goal, and it was important to get the team back in the game. Obviously, credit to Durham, they put on a tough performance for us today, but we managed to break that down. It just showed our resilience to get back into the game, and yeah, great to get the win through to the next round.
It shows a lot about the character in this team as well, doesn't it, Poppy? You know, it was an excellent goal, credit to Durham, and I think they played very, very well. They were very well organised defensively as well. But that shows that there's a real drive in this team, doesn't it? That when things aren't going our way, we never give up, right till the very end. Last kick of the game almost, we got the winner. It says a lot about this group, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think that's one of the main things we bring. It's part of our motto, like we give our all to the end. And yeah, it was really important to stay in the game today. And yeah, we got back in it and managed to find that winner at the end, which was really important.
Was it an interesting one for you as well, being against Durham? Obviously, as a team, that's where you're from. So did you enjoy it a little bit extra with that as well?
Yeah, I love playing against them. Obviously, they bring that northern spirit, which I do too. So it's always a good game. A lot of physicality, but yeah, as I said, they put on a great show. Always a tough team to break down, and credit to them. But yeah, we managed to get the job done and look to the next one.
Next one, and it's going to be a tough one, isn't it? We have got Chelsea in the next round, but as I said before when I was speaking to Dan and to Willie as well, we obviously knocked them out of the FA Cup in last season's campaign at Goodison Park. We've got to go for it and try and get really far again, and another strong cup run from Everton this season, haven't we?
Yeah, that's our aim. Obviously, we want to get back to Wembley as soon as possible. That's what we keep saying, and we want to win it this time. We beat Chelsea before. Look, the draw's been made and we've got them again. Obviously, it's a very tough draw, but yeah, we go into it and we give it our all like we do every game.
And just in terms of your personal performances as well, Poppy, obviously you've had a good little run in the team now, and it shows your attributes not only defensively but offensively as well. Whipping in them balls, you'll pop up with the goals. That's what we can come to see more from you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm attacking fullback. That's what I like to do, get forward and also put in the defensive shift. So yeah, hopefully more to come.
Brilliant. Well, Poppy, congratulations on your first goal in Royal Blue. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. We'll be back for West Ham next week. Well in, mate.
Thanks.